Scene 4. The dragon awakens. A tiny claw. Punch through the shell from within. A heartbeat later. Crack. Another crack spread across its surface. Then another. Golden light burst through the widening fractures, filling the ancient chamber with a warm, radiant glow. The entire egg trembled violently. Crack. With one final snap, the shell split apart. Fragments scattered across the stone floor, echoing through the silent chamber. Slowly, very slowly, a tiny creature climbed from the broken shell. Its scales shimmered like molten bronze beneath the golden light. Its delicate wings remained folded against its body. Tiny wisps of warm breath escaped its nostrils. Its brilliant golden eyes blinked, adjusting to the world for the very first time. The little dragon looked around the ancient chamber in quiet wonder. It studied the towering pillars, the dragon statues, the forgotten banners. Then, its eyes found Caleb. Neither of them moved. Caleb could barely breathe. His heart pounded against his chest. Every story, every legend, every impossible tale he had ever heard suddenly felt real. The little dragon tilted its head, almost like a curious child. It took one cautious step forward. Step. Another. Step. Then one more. Step. Each tiny footstep echoed across the vast chamber. Caleb remained frozen. He didn't dare move, didn't dare speak. The dragon stopped directly in front of him. It looked into his eyes. Not with fear, not with anger, but with recognition, as though it had been searching for him all along. The tiny dragon slowly raised its head. Then, very gently, it pressed its nose against Caleb's hand. Instantly, a wave of burning warmth surged through Caleb's arm. He gasped. The sensation wasn't painful. It was powerful, ancient, alive. Golden light raced beneath his skin. Lines of glowing fire spread across his palm. Slowly, a symbol appeared. A magnificent dragon, surrounded by dancing flames. The mark blazed like molten gold. For one breathtaking moment, the entire chamber seemed to awaken. The dragon statues shimmered. The ancient symbols carved into the floor glowed faintly. Even the air itself seemed to hum with forgotten magic. Then, just as suddenly, the light faded. The symbol sank beneath Caleb's skin, leaving behind only a faint golden outline. Caleb stared at his hand in complete disbelief. What? He looked down at the tiny dragon. The creature blinked happily, then let out the smallest chirp, almost like a greeting. Without hesitation, it curled up beside Caleb's feet, closed its eyes, and rested peacefully, as though it had finally found home. Caleb whispered, "This can't be real." Far away, beyond the borders of the kingdom, beyond every map known to man, the dark mountains stood beneath an endless sky, deep beneath those cursed peaks. In a prison forgotten by history, ancient chains began to shake. Clank, clank, clank. One by one, massive iron links snapped apart. The sound echoed through endless darkness. Then, silence. Two enormous crimson eyes slowly opened, burning like fire in the abyss. For the first time in 500 years, the Shadow King awakened. A slow, terrifying smile spread across his face. His voice rolled through the underground prison like distant thunder. The last flame has returned. Dark mist seeped from the shattered chains. The shadows themselves began to move, waiting, watching, hungering, and far above, the kingdom slept peacefully, completely unaware that the first spark of an ancient war had already been ignited. The dragon had chosen, and destiny had finally awakened. But neither Caleb nor the kingdoms had any idea what that choice would cost, because somewhere, far beyond the mountains, an ancient darkness had already begun to rise. The first move had been made, and soon, the hunt would begin. Who is the Shadow King? Why did the dragon choose Caleb? An ordinary village blacksmith. What secret did Caleb's father spend years trying to hide? And what terrible power lies within the mysterious dragon mark? Those answers will change everything. Continue in episode 2, The Dragon's Mark, where Caleb discovers that the moment he touched the dragon, he became the most hunted person in the entire world. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Royal Rise Stories. Turn on the notification bell so you'll be the first to watch episode 2 the moment it premieres. And remember, every crown has a story. See you in the next episode.